So the Boruto time skip is finally here. It's been like 3 months since we gotten any real Boruto news, and I am super excited for the Boruto time skip. The 2 Blue Vortex, I believe is what it's called, for this new Boruto time skip. Just to get some background before we even hop into this time skip, Boruto and Kawaki switch places. Everyone thinks that he's the bad guy now, that being Boruto. And Boruto is forced to leave the village with Sasuke. Also, Sarada unlocked her Genko Sharingan right before that. This first chapter, Boruto chapter 81 for the time skip, goes into a lot. It's not a lot of action, so I think they're really just going to jump into the story and not even worry about all this fluff. They're gonna kind of go back, I think, do a bunch of flashbacks, but we're not gonna get like what happened while they're running away right away. They're going to probably provide us with context and do short little flashbacks to kind of fill in those gaps. So we already start off first panel. We get to see Sarada in her new time skip design. I kind of like how Sarada is designed. I think it's kind of cool, pretty unique. Still no shots of her Genko since chapter 80, so I guess we're gonna see that pretty soon. There was a scene in this where she's actually fighting some Ten Tails little minions, but she didn't really pull out anything for that. But Sarada's design, pretty cool, I really like it. And something else that surprised me was who she's talking to. She's talking to Shikamaru, who is now the 8th Hokage, which I think really, if you've been paying attention, there's really only 3 options, right? It was like Shikamaru, Sakura, and Kakashi if he gets out of retirement. Kakashi, you know, he's in retirement, he's chilling, probably doesn't want to get back involved into these affairs. Sakura was a great candidate as well, but I think she has other priorities. That's probably why she didn't take it up. But Shikamaru kind of being the fill-in Hokage while Naruto is in no man's land, aka Kawaki's time, space, dimension, and Hinata's there as well. So Shikamaru is the 8th Hokage, and it's interesting because Sarada's like, I'm telling you, it is not Boruto. And no matter what, Shikamaru is hell-bent on, hey, if we see Boruto, then we suspect that it's him. Why is he running away if he has nothing to hide? And Sarada and Samira are the only 2 people that are like, why doesn't nobody believe me? They're the only people that know the truth, and it's just really frustrating for them. And they kind of go into a little bit with the omnipotence and how that kind of works. So at first, when it happened, people were just a little bit suspicious, right? They were saying, why is this way? Even Shikamaru questioned Kawaki's like, what happened to Momoshiki? Didn't you have Momoshiki inside of you? Things like that, to where they're kind of questioning. It's like, okay, if Boruto's the bad guy, why did you do this, right? And it turns out that omnipotence just kind of gradually clenches its grasp on you, and over time makes you more convinced that what you're experiencing is the truth. It pretty much gaslights you on an extreme degree and makes you think that you're just lying to yourself and this is the truth. Like, oh, don't believe these external thoughts you're having, believe the omnipotence. And there's another scene right after that to where Ada and Sarada and Samira are talking, and Sarada saying, hey, why can't we reverse this thing? Why is everyone not listening? Maybe give them a good enough explanation. And then Ada catches on for a quick second. She's like, hold on. So you're telling me that you 2 are the only people that are immune to my omnipotence ability. How come you're not affected? And this is where Ada puts 2 and 2 together. And she thinks that, hey, if they're immune to my omnipotence, wouldn't they be immune to my charm ability as well? And Sarada and Samira just kind of have to lie. It's like, oh no, we're not immune to you. Of course, no one's immune to Ada. Which I think in Ada's head, she's now having some doubts because those 2 abilities kind of work on the same level. So I think Ada knows the answer. She's just kind of playing it safe for whatever reason. Also, Damon has not really aged much, it seems. He's only been like 2 years, but he seems like the same kid pretty much. And speaking of the kids in the Boruto universe, there is Himawari. Himawari has been training as a ninja. She's been doing some stuff. Her hair grew out, and it seems like she wants to help Boruto in the future. And she kind of has that same feelings where she's like, I'm training so I can help Boruto because I think that there's something wrong. She remembers Boruto protecting her family, and if you remember, she's referencing when Delta invaded the Hidden Leaf Village and then Kawaki blocked the shot. I think that's what she's referencing in this scene where she says Boruto protected her family. So she remembers these things, like where it should have been Kawaki there. Oh wait, why would Boruto protect my family and now kill Naruto? So those kind of thoughts are still circulating in her mind. I imagine a lot of people have those same kind of thoughts, but are just kind of tossing them to the side. Now I want to jump back to Kawaki and Mitsuki. Kawaki's design is fire. It's pretty good. I like Boruto's design a little better, and I like Mitsuki's design as well. Kawaki's design kind of feels like his design changed based on his new attitude with the leaf now. He's gone from outsider to this man who is sort of, you know, one of the strongest people in the village. He's well respected now. He's protecting everybody. And it just kind of comes off as more relaxed instead of the aggressive approach that Kawaki had in the past. Take a look at Kawaki pre-time skip, very aggressive, smug, always looking at everybody a certain type of way. But now he's like, has this like long hair, he's all chill and stuff like that. He hasn't really been having to fight much. He's just been taking Ko's marks off the walls and stuff like that. Very different vibe that I'm getting from Kawaki now, even with that design change. But him and Mitsuki are talking, and Mitsuki is even having doubts because at one point Kawaki sort of insults him, and Mitsuki's kind of thinking, hey, is Kawaki really my son? And it seems like a lot of people, similar to like how Himawari and Mitsuki are having these thoughts, are really doubting if what they're experiencing is real. So kind of summing up the end of the chapter, we see Code actually invading the Hidden Leaf Village, which I think happened way sooner than I expected. I didn't realize when they were gonna drop this chapter, they were gonna hit the ground running. Like Code is invading, and then later on Boruto comes back and Kawaki's in the same picture. Like this is a lot that's happening in this one chapter. Anyway, Sarada intercepts one of the Code's minions, and turns out Code has been looking for Boruto for an entire 2 years. So it seems like they may have had some sort of interaction in the past because Code now has like a scar over his eye. And I imagine that could have been from Sasuke or Boruto. I mean, who else could it be, right? So he has a scar over his eye now. And he's saying, hey, Sarada, call out Boruto, I'm looking for him. And out of nowhere, Boruto pops out. I don't know where he came from. He might have done like some sort of space-time dimension or just hiding his chakra signature, but he pops out from hiding for the past, 2-3 years. And probably one of the best entrances I've seen in a while, but he pops out, puts his foot on Code's face, and just steps on him. And has like this cool pose where he has his hand on the sword similar to Sasuke, taking up Sasuke's mantle, the whole vibe and everything. So really cool entrance, probably gonna look really good animated. And then finally appears and shocks everyone in the Hidden Leaf Village. So yeah, overall a very interesting start, hitting the ground running like I said before. I'm hoping they don't go too fast and they will work on covering some of the questions that we have, such as where is Sasuke, what has Kawaki been doing for these past 2 years? Has he just been moving, claw marks? Will Naruto and Hinata ever get out this dimension? And when they do, how are they going to react to the current situation? And also, when is the village going to get destroyed? I imagine it could be very soon based on Code invading, but we really don't know, right? And also, where is Amato? This whole entire chapter, I didn't see one shot of Amato. Same thing with Sasuke. So I'm a little bit suspicious that Amato may have done something, or he could just be chilling, honestly. We don't know. So a lot of questions that need to be answered, but this time skip has been great. It's a nice start to the time skip, and very curious to see the Jogan come up pretty soon, which I suspect may happen at some point during this time skip. Anyways, did you guys enjoy the first chapter of the time skip? What do you think is going to happen in the next chapter? Do you think there's going to be a three-way fight between Code, Kawaki, and Boruto? And do you think Boruto is going to show off some powers? And if so, what do you think those are going to be? Also, do you think we're going to see some Sarada My Genko abilities soon, or are they going to keep making Sarada a damsel in distress? Anyways, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Say.